All right, what's going on, guys? It's Austin from AP Expedition here, and today we're doing another build breakdown video, and I got a pretty interesting subject matter here. It's a R32 Skyline. Even if you aren't a Nissan enthusiast or whatever, you probably know what a Skyline is. But basically, my buddy Evan here, he owns the car, and that's kind of how we met. Evan, thanks for being on the channel today, man. And let's just dive right into it. So this is an R32 Skyline, obviously.
1991.
91 model. And how'd you come across this? Because frankly, you know, this is Alabama. It's not every day you see one of these. So
honestly, like, it doesn't have like this, like, you know, wild, like, you know, origin story. I was just sitting on Craigslist bored one day, and I was like, man, I wonder if there's anything cool on Craigslist. I just was like, Skyline, and there was
bam,
a Skyline. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yep.
So I got in contact with a guy, and it you know, went up there that weekend, took a look at it, and it was in Cottondale, which is this small town out of Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
For, you know, your non-local viewers. I drove down like a dirt road to get to it, and it was just kind of sitting like next to a house in a field, and I was like,
dude, yeah. Sometimes that's how it starts. Most of the people on the channel don't know, like, I have a big love for all the JDM cars. I have just a big love for cars in general, but I had a Turbo 2 RX-7, and it was nowhere near the shape that Evan Skyline is in. That thing was an absolute basket case, as you can see here in the video. But yeah, Evan, man, this thing is cool, and you just happen to be my neighbor, and when this was in my neighborhood, I was like, surely this guy is lost or something, because I mean, but now, yeah, you've been in the hood for a little while with us, and this is our first outing. This also happens to be my first right-hand drive vehicle I've ever been in, so that was already a little weird, being on, you know, the same seat that you'd normally be driving in, but no steering wheel. So, well, cool, man. Hey, let's go over some of the stuff you've done to it, or did you pretty much pick it up like this, or?
Yeah, for the most part, like exterior wise, you know, it needs a lot of work. You know, when I bought it, you know, the GTR bumper was already on it. I put a new front mount intercooler on it. Had the original like stock side mount, so there was just a big gaping hole.
Gotcha. So for folks who don't know, this is a GTR bumper, but this is what, the GTS?
This is GTS-T.
Model? GTS-T model.
Type M specifically.
Cool. So this is like the rear wheel drive, and okay.
So the Type M gets like these side skirts and like those rear valences. And
gotcha.
Other, like tiny little things. It's not really that big of a destination. Yeah, the front mount intercooler, that's aftermarket. About 2 years ago, we swapped in an RB25.
Sweet.
25 is pretty much stock.
What? So a 25 would come in this? So
a 25 would come in an R33.
Oh, okay.
And I believe this motor is actually out of a, it's not out of a Skyline, it is out of,
well, I wouldn't know. I mean, because I figured like 25, like I've always heard of the RB26, and that's like the infamous, like, what, 34 motor or something, or the GTR motor.
The 26 is in all the GTRs.
All the GTR.
26 DETT.
Gotcha.
So this is an RB25 DET, single turbo, 2.5 liter, inline six. It has a front facing intake manifold, and that's about it.
Okay.
Got big plans for it this year. We bought a house 2 years ago, so most of my money immediately after I bought the car just went towards house.
Towards the house,
so,
yeah, man.
Now, like, everything's settled down, and I have time to, you know, fix the you know, aesthetic issues with the car. I get really into the engine and everything like that.
Cool. Well, we can go, since we're talking about the motor, we can go ahead and pop the hood. Check that out. It's cool that you're one of those guys that cares about fixing the mechanical stuff before necessarily getting to all the aesthetics, so that way you can drive it, not just have it something cool to look at.
There's a couple of kind of temporary things going on in here. Oh, I forgot the brand new coil packs. Those are Audi R8 coil packs, which is a pretty popular upgrade for these.
Yeah. Okay, sick.
Yeah, pretty stock for the most part. Plan on getting rid of the wiring harness, going with the wiring specialties later this year.
Okay.
you know, stuff like this. You know, it's just real crunchy, gross. You know, paint the valve covers, cleaning up a whole bunch of stuff under here, and then really finally getting down to business.
So y'all did the swap though after purchasing the car, so it already came with
it had
the other motor.
RB20 in it.
Okay.
We bought it, and that is going into 280ZX that my good friend Brandon owns.
Awesome. Well, that'd be a sweet swap.
Yeah.
Man, this is cool. Not that many RBs running around, you know. This part, let alone Skylines.
Yeah, most of them are at drift tracks.
Yes. So obviously it's got some inky wheels on it.
Yeah, so those were, when it was in Japan, I have a few photos of it in Japan. It was rolling on kind of a stock
Okay.
R32 GTS-T.
Man,
wheels.
that's cool to know, or at least have those photos for more of the backstory of the car.
So I have like 5 or 6 photos of it pre-import. But the inky wheels, apparently the guy that imported it drove to Canada to get them.
Okay.
Which I don't completely understand, because these are just off of like an Evo 8.
So those would have been like the factory wheels?
Yeah,
for Evo
factory
8?
wheels for an
Okay.
Evo 8.
Cool.
And I mean, I like them all right. They're not my favorite, but
yeah. Like I
do
said,
the job.
they fit the persona of the car pretty well, I'd say. So.
Thing, man. I mean, a lot of people might give me crap for having a torn up front end, but I mean, I drive the car
Yeah, dude.
a lot. I've put like 25,000 miles on it since I bought it.
How many miles like are actually on the car? Roughly,
There's 149,000 kilometers, so you know, whatever.
You can do the conversion, guys.
Divide by 2 and add 10.
Yeah,
so.
there you go. There we go.
It's pretty low miles.
Sick. I'm gonna take a peep in the interior.
Yeah.
And what all have we done in here, if anything?
Yeah, obviously.
It looks relatively stock and clean, though.
Replaced the head unit.
Okay.
You know, the AEM air fuel ratio. Replaced the shift boot and the e-brake boot, because those are, you know, kind of gross and old.
Right.
Yeah, it's a aftermarket steering wheel, Tomei.
Cool.
Came on the car actually.
Yeah, man, you got a lot of cool, just like stuff from Japan that the guy already threw on here.
Yeah, there's some Japanese cigarettes in the rear ashtray too.
Authentic.
Yeah, that's the coolest
Everything is
thing.
authentic about it. So sweet. I'm gonna go take a peep from the other side.
Sure.
Classic. Everything is authentic about this. That's why I love your Skyline, man. It's just the way it is. Can't wait to see what you're gonna do with it. So
All of it.
So no cracks in the dash or anything?
No, just that bubble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's a really common thing on R32s, and I guess really all Nissans.
Man, I'm telling you, like everyone with an S chassis, it's like if you can find an S13 with no crack dash, you know,
I've never seen
it's
one.
like a unicorn, you know.
I've never seen one.
So my buddy's S13, it was crackless for a while, I guess, and then just one random day he was like, what is this? So, but yeah, dude, relatively clean. I mean, all the authentic JDM stuff that you got with it. So, and Japaneasy, that's the local group.
Japaneasy, that's my boys, man. That's our drift team.
Sick.
Japaneasy.jp.
Yep. Instagram, right?
Yep.
Same thing? Cool, yeah. So you guys go check out Japaneasy on Instagram.jp. And Evan's also a pretty cool photographer too. He's got some pretty good photos and some of the stuff that goes on at our local drift track, Mid-Pond, down in Columbiana, Alabama. Some of you watching this may know about it.
Weekend every month.
Yeah, and Evan's a regular photographer down there, so y'all should check that out. So I think we're about to go on a little drive and take some more photos, so stay tuned. So, have you ever had any sort of like police altercations with this where it's gotten awkward? Like
multiple.
Have they just pulled you over specifically knowing what the car is and trying to see if it's like, you know, legal, or has it mostly been for just like, it's not like the car is obnoxiously loud or anything.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
you know,
it's pretty tame. I had like a temporary tag on here, and I got pulled over in Vestavia.
Did he come to the side of the car?
He came over. He came over to the passenger side. I was like, "Hey, man, over here." He, like, dead serious, walked over and said, "Are you a mailman?" And I just kind of looked at him. I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay. Well, you know, you need to get a tag for this thing." I was like, "Yeah, no, I bought it like 4 days ago." You know.
Probably had no idea, you know, what is the Skyline. If you're asking if this is the mail guy.
This is really convenient for getting my mail in the afternoons. You know, I just have to reach out and then pull into my drive.
So you whip it backwards through the Taco Bell drive-thru or anything like that?
Oh yeah, all day, every day.
Oh.
No, it's not worth it.
That blow-off valve is sick, dog. That is sick, man. Alright, cool. I didn't kill it on camera. So we're driving our first right-hand drive, guys. It's not too weird. The biggest thing is not crossing the center line because you naturally want to go that way. So Evan's been keeping me straight here. Probably could give it a little more gas there. It's so odd shifting with like your left hand. I mean, like we were talking earlier, if you got to own a right hand drive, it becomes natural after a while. Alright guys, so I think that's going to do it for our shoot today. We got some cool photos, and I hope y'all enjoyed Evan's Skyline. Thanks for bringing it out, man. Really appreciate it. So hopefully we'll have another video on this car once he gets it up to the 400 horsepower spec, and we'll get to revisit it. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Check in every week for new videos, and always enjoy the ride. Peace.